Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of Hazardous Verbal Waste. I'm your host, Josh Shiro-chan. Today is April 1st. No, I am not going to be doing a April Fool's joke of any kind. If anything I say or do is construed as a April Fool's joke, I do apologize. It is not meant that way. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Anyway, excuse me. I'm here at Perry Monument on the Presque State Park in Erie, Pennsylvania. Just enjoying the nature a little bit and the semi-decent weather that we've been having the last couple of days. I just wanted to go over a little bit of news, tech news. CBS News reports on an app called Bark Buddy. It's a Tinder-like app for matching puppies with new owners. It sounds like an interesting concept, and one that me and my wife are very much looking at using when we get out to Washington State. And once we have used it and we've found our new puppy, we will let you guys know how it went, and maybe I'll have the puppy on the show every once in a while. Stuff.com reports on a new, cheaper iPad. Recently, Apple has been offering inexpensive iPads to schools to use in teaching the students, and for the students to be doing their homework and connect with the teachers after the school so that they can get extra help. Really great program, but what Apple is doing now is they're offering a cheaper iPad. It's going to be this new cheaper iPad is going to be the first non-iPad Pro compatible with the Apple Pencil, which is really exciting to me as a graphic designer, because it would give me the option of being able to have fine detail control, which unfortunately on my current iPad mini, I have to use this stylus, which, as you can see, very thick tip, not a whole lot of fine control. Hopefully if I get the new iPad and get an Apple Pencil, I'll have some artwork to show you guys. Let's see here. In movie news, People magazine reported on Robert Downey Jr. hanging out with a young boy with terminal illness. Forgive me for not pronouncing this properly. I'm just going to spell out ROHHAD. It's a terminal illness that causes children to gain excessive weight and develop breathing problems. In the process of hanging out with this kid, RDJ decided to start a new arm of his charity work to raise money for research in curing this disorder. I thought that was pretty cool of him. Also in movie news, me and my wife recently went to see God's Not Dead, A Light in Darkness. I thought it was a really great movie, so did she. It was a little slow going at first, but it really did pick up steam in the end. One thing that I want to say, without going into too much detail about the movie, it basically picks up right where the previous movie, God's Not Dead 2, left off. Basically, we see at the very beginning of this movie, we see Pastor Dave being released from jail after having been arrested for refusing to turn over transcripts of his sermons to the government. Due to the events of the previous film, there's now a lot of tension on the college campus where this church is, and that tension plays very much into the plot of this movie. As with previous movies, or previous God's Not Dead movies, there's a lesson to be learned. Surprisingly enough, Newsboys, who have been huge parts of the last two films, only the lead singer and the drummer make an appearance in this movie. And it's a short TV spot of a interview that they're giving. And I found that to be really interesting because obviously I'm a big Newsboys fan, love their music, love their ministry. Any Christian music artist is basically not only performing a show, but they're also providing a ministry. They're providing a worship service for people who may not have a worship service available in their area that jives with their personal style. I know it took a long time to find the church that matches my personal style, and my wife helped with that. But I'm not going to get too much into religion, just that this is a great movie, and if you enjoy the previous two movies, definitely go see it. It's worth it. In video game news, AFP reported on experiments being held at Vienna's University of Veterinary Medicine to use games on touchscreen devices to help keep aging pets mentally nimble. I think it's really cool that this kind of technology is being used to help our furry friends now. In the past, video games and certain apps on touchscreens have been used to help people with mental disabilities stay stable and help them cope with their disorders. And I think it's really cool that we're starting to branch out. The article did mention that this technology could actually be used to help even birds and snakes and lizards and any kind of animal could interact with this touchscreen. Penn Entertainment reports on a new video game exhibit being opened at the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I personally haven't gone, but the way that this particular exhibit has been described in the article makes me think that it's very similar to the video game exhibit at the Museum of Pop Culture in Seattle. The way the Mopop had it set up is there were interactive displays with either a computer or a console that you could just sit down and play a video game. It was really cool to see the history of video games, learn about some of the fine minutiae of how certain video games came to be, how consoles have evolved over the years. And I feel that this new exhibit in Philadelphia will probably go over the same things. So now the East Coast has a similar exhibit to what the West Coast has. If you're ever in the Philadelphia area, I would definitely suggest you go check it out. I know I will be trying to check it out the next time I'm in that region. But, hey, cool. In Yu-Gi-Oh! News, North American World Championship qualifiers scheduled for June 29th through July 1st in Fort Worth, Texas. Not exactly sure whether or not I'll be able to attend that or not. I will keep you guys updated, and if I am able to attend that particular tournament, I will definitely get some footage, maybe talk to the head judge, talk to some players, get everyone's perspective on the current meta and how things are going with the franchise in general. The World Championship has been scheduled for August 4th through the 5th in Japan. Now, I would absolutely love to get you guys some footage from the World Championships. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to do so. I'm a pretty good player, but I'm not that good. highest I ever got in a regionals was uh, I was one ranking away from making it into the into the elimination round. So, unfortunately, I may not be able to get you guys into the World Championships, but trust me, I will bring you whatever news I'm able to scrounge up from this. I'm gonna talk to some of my other some other YouTubers out there, see if maybe we can coordinate something where somebody can get some footage to share with everyone, so that everybody's audience, my audience, their audiences, can get a sense of this game and where it's going. Also, in Yu-Gi-Oh! News, the Konami recently launched in February the Lost Art promotion. Basically, what this means is that players who go to an official tournament store and spend at least $30 in Yu-Gi-Oh! Products get a promotional card. February's card was the Monster Reborn. March, April, May, June, and July will be the 5 pieces of Exodia. What's special about these cards is that they feature artwork from the cards previously unreleased in the United States or anywhere else, only in Japan. So you basically get to see the card art as it appeared on the anime or in the manga, which I think is really cool. Like the use of the really, really simple bluish white Ankh from Egyptian mythology that was used on the Monster Reborn card. I think this is pretty cool. I will try and get myself to one of the local hobby shops in my area and get one of these cards so that I can show them to you. And maybe I'll talk with one of the store owners that I am fairly good friends with about possibly even putting together a full set of the Lost Art promotional cards to give away to you, the audience, to one of my special Patreon subscribers. Let's see here. What else? There was a recent update to Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, Dawn of a New Era. It made things a little bit more streamlined. It definitely fixed a few issues. However, it's still having issues with things like, for example, if I'm playing my Dark Magic blend and I play Magician's Circle, if the robot deck that I'm playing against doesn't have a spellcaster in its deck, the system crashes. It's also having an issue with the AI making stupid moves, like playing a trap card that would give it a win and then immediately chaining something like 7 Tools of the Bandit, negating the card that it just played. So, we'll have to see how that goes, if they manage to fix those issues or not. I haven't played any real players yet in that game, so I really don't know how well those particular bugs might work out in player versus player. As soon as I get a chance to, I'll try it out and I'll let you guys know. Let's see what else. Oh yes, Niantic, the creators of the popular Pokemon Go, recently put out a few new features. They tweaked the artwork. So when you're looking through your Pokemon index of all the Pokemon that you have in your collection, you will see, instead of the familiar artwork for each particular breed, you'll see the video game artwork, which is really stupid, in my personal opinion. Once you tap on a particular Pokemon, you'll see the original artwork. Awesome. They've also introduced a new feature, field research and special research. Whenever you spin a Pokestop, you'll get a new field research each day. And there's special research that the professor in the game asks you to do, where it's simple things like collect 10 Pokemon, throw 5 great throws, spin 5 Pokestop discs, battle in a Pokegym 5 times, things of that nature. And every time you complete one of these research projects, you get rewarded with in-game items like great balls, egg incubators. Stardust is the most popular reward I've seen for the daily field research projects. I think this is a really interesting way of getting players more invested in the game and rewarding them for playing more Pokemon Go. That's really all I have for now. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you like the show. And if you want to see more content than what is available here on YouTube, please make sure to follow the link that I'll put down in the description for the Patreon page for my show, and subscribe. Subscribers get special features like unreleased content not available to YouTube. I'm also going to be offering the chance for you, the viewer, to come on the show and give your opinions on things. So, that'll definitely be prominent in the show, but only if you subscribe. I made sure to set it real easy, 1, 3, 5, and 7, and something like that. I'd have to double check, but it's really simple, really easy, very inexpensive, and I made sure to do it as a monthly subscription. So if there's a month where I only put out one video, which very unlikely considering I'm doing my very best to get you guys weekly shows, but if for some reason I get busy or there's a life event that I have to take a break and I can only put out one video that month, you guys aren't getting charged. Or if I decide to do specials, you guys aren't getting charged per episode, just per month. And it's very, very low cost. I mean, if it's cheaper than going to Starbucks and getting a cup of coffee. So please subscribe if you want to see that exclusive content, and if you want to see better quality content from me. And if you like the show on YouTube, please hit the like and subscribe button. And that's all I really have for today. So again, this is Josh Chan. Peace.